Yo, this Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lane cases, it's unbelievable. We just got more update from an eyewitness saying that Kelly and what is it Kelsey? Kelsey and Megan was fighting violently. Oh, let's I don't know what's going on. All this stuff is crazy. Where is it at? All right, here we go.
Hollywood writers can't make this stuff up. Wait until you hear what the eyewitness testimony was this morning at the Tory Lane Street. They asked Mr. Kelly, do you know why you're here? He said, absolutely. The defense attorney put up a picture of the back of his home. You could see a driveway. They had him draw a square where the SUV was parked. It was right on the curb of the back of his house, 10, 15 feet. His window is overlooking it. He stepped out onto his Juliet balcony and he watched for several minutes as Meg Thee Stallion and Kelsey, the two females, he didn't identify them by name, got out of the car and they were engaged in a fight. It was violent. It was quite aggressive. It started with arguing that woke him up in the middle of the night. Where his house is, often him and his son are woken up in the middle of the night by people who stop in and around the back of his home. This was another night, arguing, escalation, two women fighting. He watched the whole thing while standing on his balcony. Oh my God, it gets crazier. As he looked down on a fight that he described as quite violent, he then saw the larger gentleman, this is presumably the security guard Quan, come and violently try to separate them. Eventually, all four were involved in what he called an aggressive, everyone fighting, essentially just a melee, a free-for-all between four people in the middle of the night, right outside of his back window. He said at one point he saw one woman go back towards into the car. At that point, he saw a muzzle flash. Then he said there was a man, and after the first few shots from the woman came off, he saw the man getting involved with the woman and more shots went off. On cross-examination, the prosecutor asked him, did you see the man shoot? He said, yes, I saw the shorter man with a gun shooting violently in the air at least 5 times. Okay, wait, what? That's not what you just testified. Then the defense attorney went back and asked him, I thought you said you saw the woman and then you saw the man shoot. And he's like, yeah, you have to understand, it was just a crazy free-for-all and it all happened very quickly. And then he said the most shocking thing that has come out in this case, which is that after the shots went off, one woman crawled further away, that the 3 people then went over there and beat her violently while she was on the ground. They picked her up. They looked like they were going to drag her and throw her into the river. Instead, they dragged her across the street, put her in the car, and drove off. The prosecution, we're on lunch, the prosecution is going to come back, and basically they're trying to build the case that this witness is lying because he's intimidated by the defense, that he never said anything about the muzzle flash going off near Kelsey, and now he's saying all this because he's scared of telling the truth. We'll see how that comes out on direct. Here's a fact, though. He has been consistent about a couple things. One, the 2 women were outside that car fighting for several minutes. Escalated, started with an argument, then it got quite violent and the security guard came out to try to separate them. The idea that the jury would credit Meg's testimony, which is just completely contradicted by this eyewitness, is highly unlikely. The prosecution has major work to do to save their case, which is absolutely on life support right now. Better than TV. Hollywood writers can't make this.
I can see a Netflix special coming out in the future about this. This definitely sounds like some Tyler Perry movie script. They should definitely do like a movie about this. I would like to see, once all the detail comes out, I would like to see this be reenacted with actors. And all right, so allegedly, this is all alleged. From what the sources is saying, it sounds like Megan and her friend were fighting. Two females was fighting. Violent, violent. I cannot say that word. Violent. Very vicious. Like for some reason I can't say that. Very, very viciously. All right. I don't know. Y'all leave a comment down below. There's a lot of people lying. It's confusing because there's a lot of people lying. Megan said that they didn't fight. Now there's an eyewitness saying that they did fight. Now the witness is being allegedly, bribed and scared for his life because he might. I don't know, man. Y'all. Boy, this case is crazy, man. Y'all leave a comment down below and y'all let me know how y'all feel about all this. Sheesh. I'm out, y'all.